We had our first little girl back in 2011, and it only took about 6 months to get pregnant with Zoe. And actually, I found out I had a thyroid issue, and literally the month after I had the medicine, got pregnant, and everything was great. So when we were ready for baby number two, my husband actually was ready before and I kind of pushed it off a little bit more. We thought that, it's not going to take any time. I've been on medication for the past couple of years. My everything's stable. I'm extremely healthy. There's nothing that could go wrong. And then it took a year. And when I finally did get pregnant, I unfortunately had a miscarriage. I had the positive pregnancy test, went in for my first appointment, and then when I came back for the 8-week ultrasound, there was no heartbeat. So a week later, I ended up having to have a DNC, and we kind of put the brakes on for a little bit. Kind of ironically, at the same time I got pregnant, I found out though I was a great candidate for going to speak to a reproductive specialist because we had been trying for over a year. And my gynecologist thought that, it wouldn't hurt to go and explore our options. So I did, and we went to somebody that was nearby who had a lot of great reviews and met with him, did all the tests, and of course he agreed to. I'd be a great candidate to come in and do either Clomid or IUIs or IVF. All the options were put right out in front of us. So we decided Clomid because it was like, the baby step into going down a medical route for us to get pregnant. It was really stressful. Basically, he wanted me to pretend I was pregnant already. So my lifestyle, completely changed. There was no more having an occasional glass of wine, no more of really having late nights. I was doing triathlons on the time, and he wanted me to kind of stop all that. At the same time, I wasn't supposed to stress out. But so we did all this. We did the first round of Clomid, and I did find out I was pregnant. We were really excited, but then about 2 weeks later, I started having really bad cramping, and I kind of knew what was happening. So the next day, I had an appointment to go in, and I already knew at that time I was miscarrying. They took my blood, they sent me home, and about 3 hours later, I got a call that, yes, we can confirm you've miscarried. And then right after that, without hesitating, it was great news though. We can use your blood test from today as your baseline, and we can get you started right again on Clomid or an IUI or whatever you want to do as early as next week. At this point, my husband hadn't even known that it was confirmed. I literally had not even hung up the phone yet, and I just kind of knew right then and there it was not what I wanted to do. I actually came across Jennifer's information from a trainer I was working with at a gym, and she had just kind of mentioned in passing that maybe I might want to check it out. So I actually turned on the, sorry, hi husband. I actually, right away I looked up Jennifer's information and had an appointment with her, and wasn't really, understanding of the whole approach and everything, but at this point I just knew I had to try something else. I did not want to go back to a reproductive doctor and do another line of medical, and for medical invasion and type of things like that in order to get pregnant. For me, almost having the joy of having a second child was pretty much gone. But when I met Jennifer, she felt like, that this could actually work. I was a great match. She told me a lot of things I didn't even know, like my uterus was tilting backwards, like all these things and all these other reasons why I might not be pregnant. And also, she really understood my thyroid condition, which was huge. And I went through the program, and I think the best part for me was every week that I went in, it was actually like a little mini therapy session as well. So as I was, getting treatments and everything, I had like somebody to talk to. Really felt like I found a friend in it as well, which when they tell you not to stress, really makes that a lot more easier. I was really actually sad when the 6 weeks ended because I was actually enjoying going in there. But the really great news was I found out literally within the next time my cycle should have came that I was pregnant. And the best part about finding out I was pregnant with Jennifer, it was like I had somebody holding my hand the entire time. She helped me find a gynecologist that she knew and trust that would understand my concerns and her concerns with me being able not to have another miscarriage. And she was able to be with me throughout the whole thing. So honestly, having 2 miscarriages already, I was terrified the first, trimester. Every little thing I thought was the end of the world. But not only did I have Jennifer, but I had the fabulous gynecologist who she referred me to, holding my hand the entire way. And, here I am just about to celebrate my daughter's second birthday coming this weekend. And I was, high risk, was actually nothing wrong, no complications. And went full term, had a perfectly healthy baby. So there's nothing more that I can say really than, Jennifer changed mine and my husband's life by allowing us to have a second child in a way that made it enjoyable again, that made us actually want to have one, to go down that road. And there's just not enough things I can say, to recommend opening your eyes to different ways and methods to help everybody else be able to find a way to have either their first, second, third, or fourth child, whatever it is.